Ladies and gentlemen, are you feeling the pressure when it comes to business meetings? Perhaps it could be a public speaking speech or whatever it may be. You start to feel that anxiety build up and you could do with more confidence. Well, today I'm going to give you 6 of the top books that I recommend so you can make the most out of those opportunities. So let's begin. At number 6, I've chosen Start With Why. So for those of you who have read this book already, it's a very popular book. The idea and concept behind it is when you're thinking about your why rather than what you do, you start to live with more purpose. You're living with a passion. And for me, when you go into a business meeting or you're doing a public speaking event, or it could be a video just like this one, when you're on purpose and you're living to your why, things flow, you're in flow, things start to come out naturally, you're on purpose and your confidence increases. So the 5th book that I would recommend is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. So this book, the title gives it away really, guys. It's about if you're not feeling fear, then you're not growing. So where is the fear in your life? Where does it exist? And you should be heading towards that fear. So if you are feeling these feelings of anxiety, a bit of pressure, that's growth. Don't confuse it with your lack of knowledge, your lack of confidence, because it's not. That's growth. So feel the fear and do it anyway. So book number 4, we've got the world famous How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you haven't read this book, then what are you doing in business in the first place? You should be reading this book. So How to Win Friends and Influence People is written by Dale Carnegie, massive author on personal development. It's about getting up there and be able to speak to people and move people, shift people, how they think, thinking about their mindset, what they're after. So if you haven't read this book, I really recommend that you go and read this one, but I imagine that you have already. So we're at number 3. Number 3, I've actually got 3 books for you by the same author, and that's Andy Bounds. If you haven't read things by Andy Bounds, he's the UK's top sales coach. I'd recommend it. We've got The Jelly Effect, we've got the Snowball Effect, and we've got Top Dog. Impress and influence everyone you meet. Follow Andy Bounds and read his books. They're short, nice, sweet books you can get right into, and they're going to change your life. So we're at number 2, second position for the top books. I'd recommend Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And also an extra bonus one here, I couldn't make the mind up between the two, is you've probably heard of the chimp paradox. Well, this one, The Silent Guide, is an extension of the chimp paradox. They're both talking about your subconscious mind and the way that your mind works. The idea of paradoxes, guys, is that it's an idea, it's a concept that you could actually implement to start thinking differently about the way that your mind works. And both these books, Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, this talks about getting rid of that sort of devil that's always on your shoulder, all that nonsense that you keep talking to yourself with. And similar for the chimp paradox, and this one by Professor Steve Peters, it's the same sort of thing of how you can actually control and manage those sorts of thoughts and feelings. So my number 1 book for decreasing anxiety and increasing confidence in any business situation would be this book, The Courage to Be Disliked. Now, most books out there on psychology, as a business psychologist, this just really ticks all the boxes when it comes to performance. So a lot of books out there, they'll work on, psychology books will work on what's known as Freudian psychology, looking at your past, looking at your history, saying, right, okay, well, this is what's happened to you as a child. This is why you are where you are today. This book looks at something called Adlerian psychology. So Adlerian psychology is more of the focus is on who can you become, where are you going, what sort of things can you do. Your past doesn't change who you can be in the future. So I really recommend this book. It talks a lot about emotions. It talks a lot about human-to-human interaction and what actually is going on from a different model to the standard Freudian psychology. So The Courage to Be Disliked would be my number 1 book when it comes to decreasing anxiety and increasing your confidence in any business situation. So there's my top 6 picks. I'd like to know what yours are, so make sure that you drop the comments below with your favourite book that's helped you. And also, if you've read any of these books, then let me know as well in the comments below which was your favourite book and what any more notes that you'd like to add on these books. Look, guys, like and comment all you like, but I'd really like it as well if you could share this because of obviously with the big awareness lately in mental health, these sort of topics and these books can really change people's lives in business and in life. So be sure to give it a share if you found this useful and you know somebody that could really benefit from this as well.